Alright. Catch you later, Gerard. Good seeing you, dude. Don't know why that. Oh. I don't know why this is not letting me configure it now. That's really weird. It's really annoying because it's so dark. So annoying. Ugh, such a waste of time. Oops. It's really annoying. Well. Alright, I guess we're gonna go with this. It's a little darker than I want, but... Alright. We'll get through it. Great having you stop by, Gerard. Hang in there, brother. Alright. So we're going to work on the plasma blasters a little bit here. Just finishing it up. Just touching up where the stuff is here. Am I getting flicker? Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be getting any flicker light. How long did that take you to move everything downstairs? Let's see, 20 ounces for the cost of 2 of their pots. Oh my god. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If definitely go with what you want to go for sure. When it comes to paints and stuff like that. I think somebody said that they mixed Squigmar's wash. They did his mix that he talks about, how he makes his homemade stuff. But it didn't come out as good as his does. I think sometimes it's just a feel as well. It's like some people just cook better or bake better. So alright, we got that. Night room. Yeah, we're putting him up there. Alright, so that's the first color. We're going to put 3 colors in there just to get a little bit of a glow effect. Now we'll also work on the lion as well. So we're gonna use some lead belcher to go through for the metallic parts. And going to use a lot of Retributor gold on him. So it's going to be very interesting. Once I get all the gold in here. A lot of leather work. He's actually got a decent amount of leather on his armor. And let me grab the backpack. He's one of the few guys, because there's so much stuff going on with him, that I'm painting him in pieces. And I've just taken paper clips and either where I can, I've drilled a hole. Oops. Where I can, I've drilled a hole in here. Does that seem dark? Really dark to you? It just won't let me configure right now. I don't know why. Oh shoot. There we go. I probably got to reboot or something like that. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But he's got a lot going on, and my problem is if I put them all together, there's so much detail that I can't work around. More so on the line because of his cape, and he's got a lot of stuff on the back, as you can see. You know, you have a lot of the scabbard and everything that's going on here. So and the best way to put them together, or the process of putting them together, is you put the cloak on, and then the backpack, and then this piece goes over it and droops down. No, goes this way, so it actually sits up over this, or like this. Yeah, it's you can't just put the cloak on or the backpack and then put the cloak over it because of the way the pieces fit together. So it's a little, but I mean, he's a Primarch. He's not the cheapest of models. So, you know, we should probably, I missed a couple trimming spots here. You want to take your time on him, you know, because Forge World price, he's, you know, it's not cheap by any means. Shoot. Oh, that's good. So we're doing the backpack section and the vents. If you've never watched a streamer named Mango, it's weird, I can't remember his full screen name. Real great guy. Really, really great guy. He, watching him paint, he's so fast, man. He just gets projects done so fast. And it's just amazing to me how quickly with detail he paints. He's given away a lot of stuff to his followers. Mini Wargaming mentioned him. The one dude found him one day when he was perusing Twitch, and he's just genuinely seems like such a nice guy. And he's done a bunch of fundraiser projects for different a variety of different organizations. He's given away, almost whole painted armies or, starter armies to his followers and subscribers. It's definitely cool. Ow, stabbed myself. Dave, yeah. Sometimes I can get away with it. Like, with Vulcan, I painted his cloak separate, just because it was like to me, is a very important piece of Vulcan, with the scales and stuff like that. So, I felt it needed to be addressed. Like, you can get away with doing, trying to think what Primarchs you can get away with that. Probably Angron you can get away with putting together fully. Or maybe Mortarion 30k. Maybe. Possibly. Ready for a good story, Carrion? You'll like this one. Watching the stream, he's just crying, yeah. 40k one. You sure aren't. No. So, we, not to air my personal business, but my girlfriend has another home about 5 hours from here. It's when she was working up in a different location from where she is now, and she moved back to this area because of family and everything like that. So she kept the other place, rented it, and all that stuff. So now we're essentially looking at, she wants to get rid of it. It's more of a hassle. If it was a little bit closer of a rental property, it wouldn't be as bad. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so the last tenant was, there's 2 tenants in there. Think of it, it's a 2-family home, right? She's renting her own place to one tenant who's awesome. No problems. Any problems that there are absolutely legitimate. Stuff that should be taken care of by the landlord. Yada, yada, yada. Whole thing like that. So, I'm trying to speed my story up because I'll harken on it forever. So, find out the tenant downstairs, who's been a little bit of a pain in the ass, not the most incredible tenant in the world over the past few years, a little bit of a pain. Been there the longest. Just before he's about to, move out on the 1st, mentions that, oh, and by the way, there's another guy living with me. I was helping him out, because he's struggling, whatever it might be. Okay, I get it. Cool. Times are tough. But you're not on the best terms already with, I should paint this brown first before I start doing this. And you really should have, you can't sublease. It's in the contract. You can't do, a lot of things. And you're really supposed to let somebody know, like, hey, even just out of courtesy, like, hey, I'm helping somebody out, this, that, and the other thing. Do you mind if I have them stay in here for a couple weeks? Whatever. Cool, I get it. But then the 1st comes rolling around, and the guy we hire to change the locks. Says, hey, oh, jeez, it's a guy, you know, real good guy. He goes there and he says the guy's still in there. I went to go get my tools to change the outside lock, and he locked all the doors. Won't let me back in. He has a key, but that's not really. He doesn't need to be like trying to, you know, fight against somebody who we essentially don't know who he is. We thought we were gonna have to go up there this Wednesday. He did move out. He did move out, but let me tell you, I was expecting to have to deal with, you know, instead of a criminal issue, it going to civil and then never be have to. Yes, yeah. Well, it is lease violation unless you know, like if it's not officially subletting, you're like I'm renting this 2-bedroom apartment and, you know, like there's situations where I can get it. You're like, oh, you know, I have a 2-bedroom apartment and I'm renting a room to a buddy of mine, and you know, but there's a lot of risk that comes with that, as you know. But yeah, I was just like, oh, dude, is this really gonna happen? You know, are we gonna go to the whole I thought we were gonna have to deal with squatting, and it go to a civil matter. You know, we just threw a lot of money into the house too, to you know, make it more appealing. You know, and law enforcement doesn't always want to get involved in those issues, because it can be a sticky situation for them, where is it criminal and where is it. But I mean, my biggest like shock about this, I'm like, what if we went up there and didn't actually know the dude was there? Like, what if we went into the apartment to, you know, work on it, and just some dude is in there that we don't know? It's like, why would you do that? I really thought it was going to go bad for us. I was prepared. All those, all the news articles and stuff like that you see on TV about squatters. New York City, it's 30 days. 30 days and you get essentially squatters' rights. So you can't go like on vacation very long. Or you have to make sure you have somebody staying in there. My buddy goes, you probably shouldn't go up there. You're probably going to lose your cool. He's probably right. He's probably right. But he did move out. Sunday he moved out. It's just ridiculous. And I get that. I'm not really sure why that squatters' rights were established in New York City, what the history of it is. Some stuff starts with good intentions. It really does. I like to believe it does anyway. But, you know, like, maybe like slum lords and things like that, protecting the people against that type of thing. But like I'm not sure how this particular one started at good intentions. Like I can't quite track. I didn't really look it up too much though, to be honest. So I don't know a ton about the history of squatting rights. The funny thing is that Mild Boy in UK, we were talking on chat, and he was like, "Oh, that's not a thing." You know, people talk about it all the time, but I don't think that's a thing. I'm like, no, no, it is. It is. Sadly. He's like, I think everything will work out. I was like, I hope it does. Crazy. So anyway, seems to have worked out. Things seem to have worked out. Once again, carrying. Letting me. That's because New York City. There we go. Carrying allowing me to make sure I get every swear word into the allowance area. It always wants to. It only seems to ever want to censor you, man. It's really weird. We're gonna do a gray pelt here for the lion. So we're doing a watered down Eshin Gray, which is actually a layer, but it's really dark, and it goes pretty good over the over a black. You barely see it, but it's enough to begin the process of essentially dry brushing. First, still, the easiest way to work with fur and get it to do its thing is actually dry brush. Dry brush and washes with fur. I mean, I don't know who else. I mean, I guess there's other stuff you can do. You can do layering, but essentially you're still going to wind up dry brushing. All right, so that's good there. I still have to let's see. All right, next color in the plasma. Hang on. My next color we're going to throw on the shaker for a little bit because it's got to be mixed up. Anything yet? Did you get your magazines? Or am I already... Did I just open a can of worms? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you there. Let's see, we're going to go through there. I'm apparently not even getting the first two. What do you mean? They ran out? Did they refund you? I wonder if they ran out. Oh man, that sucks. Well, the good news is they're going to put it out in 2022. So there you go. You can subscribe to it then. I mean, there's more stuff in it other than the minis. Like, there's these... I actually finally opened it up, so there's, like, this whole section of, like, stuff, you know, for, like, fluff, and obviously there's a free poster here. Don't really care about that. But, and then like, a little game board thing there, which is cool. But it's... I gotta get a 2-ring binder, European non-standard, to put it in. So there is more to it than that. They'd be stupid not to. It's basically a way to play. Yeah. Yeah, you get enough stuff to basically start to play the game. The other thing we're going to work on, yeah, I think that's just, we're going to finish these up, get those off the board, do that, and then, I've still got, excuse me, I still got the Heavy Intercessor Captain here, the alternate pose for Vulcan that we're going to do. Plenty of stuff to do. Oh, do they? Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's worth it. So, let's see if we're shaking up enough here. Not really. Yeah, well, that's the truth. Oh wow, this stuff's pretty solid down in here. I wonder if I have any more of these. I do, actually. I do have that. Let me grab, let me just do a little tapping. That's a good idea. Question is, where did I put that? Alright, let's see. Airbrush cleaner? What'd you say, airbrush thinner? Not cleaner, right? It will need to sit quite a while though. Rubbing alcohol on some of the older paints to get them liquefied. Thinner, not cleaner. You sure? No? Okay. Alright. I have mineral spirits. Q-tips. Thinner. Not cleaner. Uh-huh. I mean, I think I do have some isopropyl alcohol. No. No, I'm out. Actually, I have to get more of that from my printer. So no, we're a no-go on that one. Although I think Ooh, what are you? You are mixing medium. That's about the closest thing I've got, man. I don't have any. I'm gonna throw a little water in there though. In the meantime, a little water. Thinner is basically a solvent clean. Yeah. It's Windex with no color. None of that is gonna work. Shut up! It's gonna work! I'm at least gonna throw a little water in. Because there's some that's still moist. You don't know. I probably have another one that's not dried. I'm just stupid. There's a Caldor. Where'd I put my blues is the question. So negative. You're so negative, man. So negative. greens, Cantor blue, where did I put my blues? Reds, McCrag blue, Aldorf Guard blue. Not that I need that. That's pretty much it. Ugh. We'll eke a little bit more out of it, but we're not going to eke all that much. Wow. Ah, yes, when it was called Vulcan Metal. Doesn't look that good. It does not look great. But I'm just gonna stick that off to the side. I mean, it's just throw a little bit more water in there. Twist tops. I remember Ralph Partha had twist tops too. Ooh. The old Ralph. I think that was actually my first paints, because it was a Ralph Partha set, and it was like one of the Citadel color sets that had that had the old golden demon on it. Oh my god. Chessex. I mean, pretty much short of anything but the put this back in there, like acrylic craft paints. What were we talking about? Ryan and I, or Mile Boys and stuff, we were talking about where you would cut corners and what you can make do, and he thought generally most brushes would work. You can overcome problems with your brushes as long as you get decent paints, you know. And I was like, I would rather spend a touch more money, but it wasn't like I was saying spend $20 like on a brush. I was saying spend a touch more money on a brush and a little bit less on paints, because you can make a lot of paints still work pretty good when it comes to painting. But to get a decent fine tip brush, I mean, I guess you could trim it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could trim it with like an X-Acto knife and stuff like that. ever so slightly. You're just going in there, center, offset, something like that, where you want to just put, like, there's a deeper glow in the center. And there we go. A little pip. So, close that up. Back into there. Just going in, and I noticed this one didn't have as much. You know what I watched the other day on, I think it was Netflix, that I forgot how cool it was Death, Love, and Robots. There's a couple that I really love, that absolutely are just awesome. Secret War, with the Russians fighting the ghouls, the creatures summoned by the commissar and the occult. It's a very cool. Whoops. And I forget the one with the farmers. Again, they're fighting like aliens essentially. All right. That's good. Put these to the side. Actually gonna go in the closet because I don't have any foam to fit them, which I need. Throw him over. I have 5 more of those too to do, but the 5 for now are good. So we're gonna work on this stuff on the table. I'll let that set a month and see what happens. It's making a pigment brick soft. This is a good sign, really. Oh, Princeton Snap decor brushes. Just curious. Let's see what those are. Yeah. Technical. Probably technical. What do you call it? The stuff I use that I do the cleaning with in my 3D printing stuff is 90% technical grade. So let's grab the gold. Oh no. We want to get Deepkin. Let's do this. More of the tabard. Nice thin layers. Deepkin flesh. Watered down. So we never want to goop on and take too much detail away. Ever. But we want an off-white. And then we'll use some slightly darker off-white colors like Ricard Flesh and things like that. I wouldn't use all white. I used to, but I think what happens now is you get a better effect when you do dirt and washing on an off-white than a white. Because a white is too much to start with. Maybe if I was doing an undercoat, it wouldn't be too bad. Man, I gotta change that water. There's just too much blue in it. Very high pigment blues. Oops, sorry. I mean to get off. But we want to get a nice, good, solid layer in there. There's a lot behind here that I can't quite. There we go. Let that dry. Let me change this water real fast, and then we'll I think we'll finish them up. Definitely need some gold on them, so let's do that. Yeah, remove the pigment completely. Yeah, what is it? We bought a bunch in the beginning. It's yeah, 99% alcohol grade, technical grade. That's the best one, I think. For any cleaning off residual resin and stuff like that, I gotta get some more of it because I'm out. And I've only got what's in the cleaning tank right now for my cleaning. What do you call it? My cleaning and curing station. So it's gonna. Well, this is rinsing out. I'm gonna run to the kitchen too and get something to drink. Why do you say Amazon just bought you another airbrush? Oh my god, I love wasabi peas. Probably loud as shit though. Oh. Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, 3D print. So sometimes I see spots that I missed when getting the supports off of it. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so good. So hot. Yeah, you'll see the little supports kind of floating around. I don't have any there. But these are the las cannons for the land speeder, or javelin speeder I printed. Because when I bought them, I bought the missile ones, and it doesn't come with both. And I made a like a conversion, but this was such a good 3D print that like this will go there, and then these will go up on top, essentially, you know, the sights. But they print with all these holes in it, and so you can basically line everything up pretty well. It's a really good print. I better just say so myself. But yes, there are. Yes, there are. Oh my god. Wasabi. Alright, so we're going to start. We're going to go in, and do I want to base coat him right now? That was the only thing I forgot about, was the icon, but I have Pop Goes the Monkey salamander icons that are so good that they fit, you know, over everything. He's so big that I'm putting on a 50mm base. You were getting your bases from Elric, right? Nice. I did download some of them. I printed a bunch of Night Lord stuff for a buddy of mine too. Oh! Right up the nostrils into the sinus cavity. Woo! I haven't gotten... Yeah. Yeah, I hear you there. I haven't gotten, where is it? An idea of what the new pledges are for Season 2, essentially, of our Warlord challenge, but she calls it the Tale of Warlords. It's not on right now. Oh. Oh well. Oh well. With my 5 points. Hmm. You need more. You need more than that. So no answers on that yet, but you know, now's the perfect time to mention, if you link your Twitch account to Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription once a month that you can utilize to support your favorite local streamer. Actually, I gotta do the founder badge as well. That way you guys who stuck with me in the very beginning get your own little special badge. But I have to figure that out. That should only take me 10 to 12 hours to wrap my head around that. No, it's probably easier than that. I just don't really know how to do it yet. Yeah, but it was Elric you were getting them from, right? Because I'm very tempted, looking at some of my Nurgle stuff. I was looking at your Death Guard bases, and I like them, but I'm thinking about getting, what do you call it? There's a set that Micro Art Studios does, I think it is. Oh Jesus, I must have just dragged the brush right across. That have bodies sitting down in it. And I can actually do real water effects on it after painting the base. It's kind of a cool idea. I'll link them here in a minute once I finish painting this knee cop. Well, I use Dragon Forge, but I mean, and I just placed an order with him. But if he doesn't, ooh, I hear the 3D printer retracting. Yeah. I'll show you what I printed. I'm not gonna. I just ordered like a bunch of stuff from him, so but I wanted to take a look at, you know, something a little more unusual. I'm not gonna get a lot of those bases, I don't think. I say that now till I start doing a stupid, huge project. I was sort of inspired by the style of bases it is. They are, is, are, was. Alright, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Might have either been secret weapon or micro art. I just want your thoughts on is it round lip? Yeah, I think this is it. I don't think it was round lip. Oh! This. Corpse field to do. Oh, well, let me make that bigger. I mean, and then pour a water effect into that. No, I get it. And most of the time I use something pretty simple. For Nurgle plague, plague demons, or a centerpiece one, like a demon prince or. I'm not normally a fan of busy bases, taken away from. I wonder how big, 60 mil. Bone fields. Ah, that's a bit much. I mean, it's look cool with resin. I want something swampy, and I just think blasted wetland, ancient garden. I'm tempted to use. I do have some of these bases. They're pretty cool. To do like night haunt stuff on. Maybe this. Maybe these might be a little bit better. Just swampy. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I got it. Let me see here. Just throwing the piece in the clean. Nope. As long as we get a good initial pop, we should be fine with that 3D print. And then I'll run the wash. I also did these because I think I... Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I read that right. Hey! Painting Dad. Thanks for the raid. Woo! I don't know why my alert didn't go off once again. Oh God. I don't know why. Thank you, sir. What'd you work on tonight? Nice. The regular Valkyrie or the Vulture? Started paint. Okay. Nice. Okay, good. Normal Valk. Nice. Very cool. Are you doing door gunners or no? Mm. What'd you arm it with? Or what are you modeling with? You do magnets? Painting the windshields as well. Yeah, sometimes that appeals to me. I do like that. It can look good. Some people call it lazy. I don't think so. I think some of the painted in windshields can look really, really cool. They look a little sleek with like blue or red sometimes. If it's done really well, it looks better than the pilot sitting inside sometimes, I think. For sure. Yeah, anybody here definitely give Painting Dad a follow. Obviously his moniker. Which look wonky, the windshields or the people? Yeah, I sometimes the clear plastic doesn't look as good, and then you also have to do some of the framework around it. You can use some micro pens to kind of get it in, but you know, it depends on what you're going to do. I've seen some clear plastic done where they've replaced the they built their own cupola, cockpit, whatever. They built their own windscreen with like a clear green plastic and plasticard, and it looks better. Yeah, the pilots are not the best looking pilots, I don't think. Truthfully, you know, I'm not huge on them, but you know, like I said, there's painted in windscreens that look really good. I'm gonna take a look real quick at some of those just because it's. I'm gonna see if I can find Valkyrie painted wind glass. So there's definitely, turn on that wind cap. Gunners look better than the pilots. Yeah, I agree. And I've seen some decent 3D printed gunners too that look better. See, like, that's not bad. That's a really, wow, that's a really drastic layering. Oh, it's nice. It's just, I think this side looks better. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think it still kind of looks a little bit better. It's weird, man. There's such good weathering on here. And I feel like, I don't know if I exactly like that one, but I don't know what that is. What is it? Reflection of the horizon? No, that one's not too good. What is this? No, that's glass. It's just not clear enough, I don't think. I don't know, that one looks better. Blackened in, almost. Yeah, I've seen them done with reticles. I've seen how to tint a cockpit. See, here you go. Tell me that doesn't look badass. Comparatively. You know what I'm saying? Like, that looks good. Like, you wouldn't even really have to paint the paint the pilots, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, with the green glass. That looks a lot better than the clear plastic. It's simple, it's clean. Yeah. You know, so just I remember reading this dude's blog, like he just changed out the he either got a separate piece or whatever it was, but it looks so much better, and I think it makes the pilots, yeah, doing the metal where they've got a little bit of the heat burn there. I don't think he's done with this. It's still a work in progress there. But it just gives it so much more character. With that, they don't look as doofy. Um, yeah. No, I'm leaving the cockpits as they are and using the green tint as an excuse to be lazy in that regard. I think that green tint looks good. Um, like I don't know if he painted that or what. I think he actually washed that with the glaze. I think he glazed it with yellow. And he's just not going to do anything else in there, which honestly still looks really good. Really, really good. Or take more plants and Stellaris. Be right back. Yeah, no problem, dude. Let me grab what I got cooking in the cleaner. Yeah, I haven't really bleached my hands yet there, Karen. I also try to wear gloves with the technical isopropyl alcohol. So we got a tongue. Yeah. So I've got the this bad boy. He's all done. And then his little head foliage and his tongue. So it's just easier to do hot water with this, but there's 4 different versions of this guy, and he is 1,000 times cheaper than GW. Kasim, I decided that I'm not going to follow any of these mini painting methods and do what I do best. Do things the avant-garde way. Oh, how artsy. This stuff's pretty good. I like his some of the style he does. I mean, it just depends on what you want to do, you know. You'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to separate that, but I mean, have you watched Vanta Black's? I think it was the Black, or they did a test or something like that, but Squigmark does a test on the Blackest Black. The sorry, I'm addicted to wasabi peas. The what was I gonna say? Oh my god, I just lost my mind. I have no idea, other than the fact that wasabi's kicking my ass. Oh, I was gonna say something about. Oh, have you seen some of the French and Spanish streamers that paint with oils miniatures? Oh, it's no longer the Blackest Black. Who's the winner right now? I have. Oh, you have, yeah. I thought you were gonna say I have. So and so. Yeah, what we're talking about, if you don't know, is I believe it was Squigmar. It was a YouTuber of some kind. I think he streams too. Is he took a light where they did a test and they measured absorption rate on the black pigment or something to that effect. I don't. There's a science behind it. Basically, made the pinkest pink. Why am I not shocked? And they measured light absorption, reflectivity, some other things. And they found the blackest black paint. And it comes in, it used to be, well, he said it was Vanta Black, and it came in half-liter bottles, big bottles, like a lot of people used to spray the undercoat. Why? So you won't use it for other things? Ari Kapoor. Sure. But yeah, I've seen some of the streamers, they paint with oils, like oil paints, and just rock stuff out like it's nothing. Oil washes, like the same paints that you would paint canvas with. And you know, so it takes longer to dry, and they're obviously able to blend, wet blend, very, very well. Because it's essentially wet, but you know, I mean, I've seen like that one orc army that was just on the GW site that's done sort of what is that video game? Oh my god, I can't think of it. The orcs that were done PlanetSide. Oh god. Carrion. Oh, is it the same guy that made the same, just made a blacker black? Or pinker. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But yeah, but somebody did, you know, the works like PlanetSide. I've seen what was it? There was a Cursed City done recently that the guy did everything in shades of gray, but then would almost how similarly Schindler's List was done. He would do one what I'm saying is where Schindler's List was obviously black and white, but then they had particular things like the girl's raincoat, red raincoat, the little girl that was brought to the ovens in the gas chambers. But they did like one particular detail on each model. They did like the bad guys with like a red, I think, and then a red glow or red on particular things. And then they did the good guys with a blue. Like some of it was eyes, some of it was, I think, I can't remember off the top of my head. Made nothing, just bought the rights to it. The asshole that thought well, I don't know that any of these people actually sit down and make any of this stuff, you know. They have people sitting in labs, you know, coming up with this kind of formulas and everything like that. They usually just put their names on things and endorse it. Excuse me, endorse them. The wasabi's coming back at me. Yeah, and endorse them nowadays. Sometimes they don't even really necessarily use things till they are paid by companies to use them. But it always depends on what the endorsement is. Like, I don't, you know, I don't care how much Raid Shadow Legends pays me. I'm not doing a commercial for that crap. Not happening. I don't intentionally run commercials or ads. I guess I can, but it's not what I'm here to do. Not what I'm here to do. I'm not knocking anybody that does. Unfortunately, some people have to watch ads sometimes, because that's what Twitch does to you. But I gotta read that again to absorb it. I mean, you'll start to figure out the pattern, I think, of where there are times when I undercoat something in black that I have problems seeing the detail. And it's not necessarily even, you know, the blackest black or whatever, what have you. But I think it will cause everybody some problems. I would definitely like to see some object source lighting on something that's based black, because it's going to be very, very striking. But, oh. So we take a step back from it, take a look at it, you know, get input. As long as you can take constructive criticism, you know, on some things, or if somebody points something out, I think it'll be fine. We were just talking about object source lighting not long ago, and some people are just so good at it. So good. Oh, should I do it? Shoot, I might paint this red. Let me get this gold. How many plants do you take? So I'm looking for a good zombie movie that I haven't seen. Like something good. Unusual. Foreign's cool. I'm always a big fan of foreign zombie stuff. I like foreign for a couple reasons. Here's why. One, if I don't know the stars, I don't generally know who's going to survive and who's not. Because unfortunately, too much in the U.S. we don't kill movie stars, the big names, too often. So there's some predictability to that. You know, I just I like to have a little bit more variation. So what do we got? What are people seeing? Surprise me with something unusual and new. Jesus, don't everybody talk at once. And not something that's coming out like obviously like the one with Batista uh, is new. It's not out yet. I don't think it's out yet, but I wish my net wouldn't keep breaking on me. Pay the bills. Nah. Depending on where you're at, because so many people working from home now, and students and things like that, the net's actually kind of pushed. They started realizing that everything was getting kind of pushed to its limit a little bit, if you will. That some cities couldn't handle the amount of load that was on the internet. I think your audio died. What happened? Huh? Hello? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me still? Can you just not hear me? Maybe that's why people aren't.